folks, and welcome to another video. They're few and far between, but this time we're doing apple tasting, the earlies. Not something that we've done before, is it, Nigel?
No, we've never done a tasting quite as early as this, but it struck me that we've got a few apples, about half a dozen, which ripen during July, and usually we haven't got our act together with tastings until September, so we thought it'd be interesting to do an early tasting just to see how they compare. So let's make a start. The first one is a very tiny apple. This is the normal size of them, and this is called Leicestershire Sweetings. This was grown by my great-grandfather about 60 years ago. It used to be quite popular in Leicestershire, and in the wartime, I was told, it used to be used as a substitute for sugar in some recipes. It doesn't have a lot of flavour, but it's the first apple of the summer, and my first ones were ready on the 10th of July, which you appreciate is really early. So they're a bit like new potatoes, the very first ones of the season. What do you think to that?
Well, it's not bad, but we need another piece really, just to...
Oh, yeah, okay. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite a light taste. Fresh and pleasant, but very mild.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think if you were the sort of person that doesn't like apples because they're too tart, this one would be okay. Oh, our scoring scale, I'll just remind you what it is. 3 is I don't like it or dislike it, it's just average. 4 is very good, 5 is superb, 2 is I couldn't eat a whole one, and 1 is very unpleasant. So it's a 5-point scale, and we'll both rate the apples and get a total out of 10.
Okay.
What do you rank for
I'm
that one?
going to give that a 4.
Yeah, I agree. It's a 4. It's not the very top class,
No.
is it? But it's
I mean,
worth
if
a 4.
Yeah, yeah.
And where have I put my felt pen? Excuse me a moment. Sorry about
You
this.
can borrow mine, Nigel.
Oh, you've got one there, have you?
Of course I have.
Is it a broad one? Good. Oh, that's good. Thank you. So 4 for N and 4 for J. Total 8. Right, the next one is Hall's Pink. I'm sorry, I've made a mistake. The next one is Discovery. This is a familiar apple. This is the first one off the tree this year. It's got some sawfly in it, I think, so it's ripening slightly prematurely, but it should have a reasonable flavour.
I'll have the piece without the fly.
Okay, that's... oh dear. I know, that's a much stronger flavour, isn't it?
Mm.
Got some depth to it.
Is this the one that falls off the tree quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. But like this, it's lovely.
That is superb.
5.
I've got to give that a 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Mm.
Very fruity.
But I have had them when they've been riper and it's not the same.
And they don't store.
Yeah.
If I kept that apple for 3 or 4 days, I bet it wouldn't score more than 4.
That's it. That's it. That's the important thing with this particular apple. You've got to make sure you eat it at the right time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I've had it before and didn't think anything to it.
Yeah, it's the same with the Sweetings apple. You have to eat it within 2 or 3 days, otherwise it's not really particularly pleasant.
No.
Okay, next one is Rosette. Now this is very, very similar to Discovery. It's probably related to it, I guess. You can see the shape's the same, but Rosette is a darker colour. This was picked this morning.
And it's a red fleshed apple.
Yes, you can see it's got red colouring inside. Is that, can they see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little bit like the previous one, but it's milder.
That's excellent.
It's really good, yeah.
I'm going to have to give that a 5 as well.
5 again, yeah. Superb.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is very sweet and pleasant. Next one is Hall's Pink. This is from America, from California. It's quite a soft apple, and in fact my mother likes this one because it's soft and it's very, very low acid. So again, it's a suitable apple for a person that can't eat tart apples, but if you can't eat tart apples, you could probably eat this. And it's freshly picked. It's meant to be soft.
Well, I'm going to give it a 3.
Well, I think that's great. I'm going to give it a 5.
Right. I like them crunchier, you see.
Yeah, I like them softer.
Right.
So, well, it ends there, so that's 5, 3, 8. Some years Hall's Pink goes pink inside, but this year it's remained white. Right, next one is, this is one of my seedlings. It's a seedling of an old English variety, Laxton's Fortune, and you can see it's got a pink interior.
Thank you, Nigel.
Oh, it's a little bit sharper than the other two.
I'm afraid I'm only going to have to give that a 2.
I'm going to give it, I think, probably a 3. I don't think it's quite ready. A bit more.
No.
Yeah, no. 2 for you, 3 for me. Right, that's the lowest so far. Next one is another American apple. This one is Almata, quite a well-known apple bred by a guy called Hansen. It's a red-fleshed apple, and this fell off the tree yesterday. Well, I can taste a hint of strawberry in that, but it's quite a weak flavour. I think the colour's better than the taste, isn't it, really?
I'll give it a 3.
3, yeah, agreed. And finally we have Scarlet Surprise. This also is a red-fleshed apple from America, very similar to Almata, but you can see it's a little bit darker in skin colour, but very similar. And some years it's so similar I have to write in felt pen on the two varieties to distinguish them. You can see the red coloration this year is darker. There you go.
Thank you.
I suspect this will be fairly tart. No, not too bad.
I'm just going to give that a 3.
Yeah, it's got more body to it, hasn't it, than the Almata, but it's
a bit tougher than all the others, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
it's got,
crispy, that is.
Yeah. So 3. I think I'm going to give it a 2. Okay, so we've got 3 pretty good ones here. I'll put this up so you can see it in a minute. But we've got, oh, in fact, no, we've got 4 quite good ones. We've got Discovery and Rosette, which we scored at 10. And then we've got Hall's Pink, the soft one, and Leicestershire Sweetings, which score 8. And the others are rather low. Okay, is that in
Yeah.
view?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
I hope you found that interesting.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.
Bye.